It's Saturday, and this thing's going up in honor and memory of Hazelnut Fudge. She may be gone, but she's not gone in vain. She taught me things. She looked me right in the eye the last time she was able to do so. And she looked me right in the eye. We had to work together to figure out a way that I could get her some nuts. She was on one of these, couldn't get down comfortably anyway. I could have put a ladder up there, but I didn't think that would make her comfortable. I didn't want to make her run up the tree, which she ended up doing anyway. Didn't run, but she went up the tree. And anyway, we figured out what to do. And I held the nut up and she came down, and she ended up coming down to the ground, and I gave her nuts without the shell on it because she couldn't hold a nut with a shell on it. She just couldn't grasp it with this paw, so she couldn't get the shell off. She spent forever on the first nut trying to do that, and I kept trying to give her another one, but she had gone up onto a branch to do that. It was the same with baby because they don't understand what they can't do yet. Or maybe they don't know any alternatives. You know what I mean? They're trying to sit on a branch, but they can't grasp it. They keep falling, and it's so bad at the end. So this is going to be in loving memory of Hazelnut Fudge on her tree, which is a girl tree. And I don't know if it'll always stay a girl tree, but it's where the chicks hang out. So I'm hoping that's what she would want. All right, we got little new guy out there. New guy. The squirrel can come up, so they come off the tree. They can come up through here, because this is back by the tree. They come up through there, come this way on the porch, then they come up through here, then they come this way, then they go in there. Then, once they're in there, there's a top shelf that they get on, and then they can go to a front shelf, and then they go down. So that what that does, that's like a predator guard, big time. All of that is so that animals like hawks can't get in. Raccoons, if they could possibly get in there, all they could try to do is reach in, but there's that shelf there. Raccoons or opossums or whatever. I don't even know if opossums climb that high. Dang, what's that? Well, hopefully they don't get snow in there. But anyway, so yeah, so this is polywood. I get the polywood. You can get wood, but I get polywood. I'm thinking it'll last longer. And there's a slope, so it overhangs, so that if water or snow gets on it, it supposedly comes down. I attach, and I'll be doing it today, I glue on little pieces of wood so that they can grab on if they were going to fall. That they have something to grab, because this stuff's really smooth and I've seen them fall off it before. Over here, and you can kind of see it, there's some ventilation holes, and the bottom of it has some holes for when they go to the bathroom, stuff can come out, or if water does get in there. Look at that, that's like a big time gap. Kind of not cool with that, but I have it. The person who's going to install it is showing up today. I don't think snow will get in there. That should be up against the tree. That should be okay. They're well made, except for that. They're real solid. So this is the one I have been using. But what Hazelnut has taught me, what I think I'm going to do to change things up a little bit, I'm going to put this today, and I have another one, so I'm going to put more homes farther down, so that when someone's injured, or even what I also see them doing is, if a hawk comes, Hansi will get in one of these rather than climb 150 feet into her den. Makes sense, right? If you're on the ground, you're going to take your closest shelter. You don't want to be running up 150 feet when you've got a giant pterodactyl coming at you. So squirrels that even have a den on a tree already, they'll use these as temporary shelters until a predator goes away, and then climb up into there where they're actually going to sleep. And in the wintertime, they tend to prefer these, and in the summertime, they tend to prefer the open. But even in the winter, they can stay in the dens. Notice that. Really cold days, I notice Hansi for sure prefers the her cabin, over her den, and she's a real natural squirrel. Like, she doesn't hang around me a ton. She likes to be out there by herself. So as natural of a squirrel as she is, she got a little guy. She'll still sleep in these, and she'll do it when it makes sense for her. So here's my other idea. Here's what Hazelnut Fudge has helped me come to. When I saw her out here, hoping she would move into this thing out there, look at this. I mean, trying to get up through these, and I've seen it before, trying to get up through these holes and take these narrow passageways to get into the thing when someone's extremely wounded, they have a lot of trouble doing that. And they have a lot of trouble doing that. So what I'm going to do, I looked on Etsy, and there are some different designs that are more open. The predator guard aspect is not as good on the Etsy ones. However, they'd be easier, way easier to get in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some what I'm going to call first aid cabins that are more open, you know, don't have this whole apparatus, which is awesome for predator guard, but that's if a squirrel has all its limbs working and everything and they can maneuver that. So otherwise, I'm going to get some Etsy open kind of more, you know, that basically all the squirrel has to do is climb the tree maybe 10 feet or wherever I put. I'm going to call them first aid stations, and then just get in, and they'll just be more easily maneuverable for squirrels that have bad limbs, and then that could give them a chance to heal. Need to heal. People tell you stay off of it. If you have an open wound and you're climbing up and, you know, because you're missing a finger and you're trying to heal from it, and you're climbing up and down 200 feet, how in the world do you heal? It happened to baby and it happened to Hazelnut Fudge, and it may likely happen again, unfortunately. So I want to have things out there that the squirrels can use, first aid stations that they can kind of live in temporarily or permanently if they decide to move into it for the rest of their lives. And if they do, we have more. That's my plan. And this one I'm going to dedicate to Hazelnut Fudge. I'm putting it on her tree, and it's kind of a hazelnut color, I felt like, sort of. She had this color in her fur. Right. It'll be Hazelnut Fudge's gift to future squirrels, so that hopefully that never happens again. Here I am trying to prevent all death everywhere for all squirrels, but I don't care. I'm going to try. I'm going to try. And for the record, don't throw your plastic heated water bowl down on rocks to get the ice out of it. It just doesn't work. Oh, and the only reason there was ice was I unplugged it yesterday because it was warm enough, and then I didn't plug it back in at night. And there we go.